I think most of us would agree that if there was a working DJ out there who was only playing music that they liked, they'd be pretty selfish in that respect. Because what you need to do as a working DJ is play music that moves your crowd. It might not necessarily be your favorite song. Sometimes it is. Sometimes we get lucky and we get to play parties where we play music we love. But a lot of times, we're not playing music we love. We're playing music that the crowd likes. And it might be an old song that we've heard for 20 years if you're even that old. And we're sick of it, but it doesn't matter. The crowd likes it. So you play to your crowd. You don't necessarily pick the favorite song or the most hip song. You pick the song that the crowd likes. Now some DJs will disagree with that. Some DJs will say, well no, I play what I like, I'm the DJ, that's what I play. And those DJs usually aren't working. And if they are, they're not going to be working for long or they're not making a lot of money. And I can guarantee you, they're not moving the crowd. But some DJs are just selfish. You know, some DJs put on light shows for themselves. And that might sound crazy to you, but they do. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm the DJ. I'm behind my DJ booth right now. I'm DJing, and that's my dance floor. I'll go out on the dance floor so you can see me. Not gonna dance for you though, but here are your dancers on the dance floor trying to have a good time, alright? Now, just for fun, let's pop the camera off the tripod and go out on the dance floor ourselves and take a look and see what's going on. So here we are, having a good time. And here's our DJ. Now what do you see? Do you see the patterns anymore? Or do you just see a bunch of light shining in your face? If any of you feel like I was picking on you in that last shot because maybe you've done videos where you've had your lights set up like that, please don't feel that way, because up until a few years ago I was doing something very similar. Until I walked out onto my dance floor, looked at my light show and said, ooh, no, maybe I gotta change something. So now I try to create visuals around the room, on the walls, ceilings, floor, and not necessarily just shine light in people's faces. A lot of people do it, and maybe it's something you need to look at and evaluate for your own light show. Speaking of light shows, I'm going to talk about a video I did recently on a dot fixture from American DJ that I got a lot of hate on in the video. All I was trying to do is present the light. I wasn't saying buy it or anything else. I wasn't saying it's for everybody, because it's absolutely not, and I understand that. But a lot of people are hating on the dot fixtures in a big way. But you got to understand that although maybe you bought a Revo 3 4 years ago and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I need something different. I've been looking at that Revo 3 for 4 years. You need to get a different light. Maybe this fun factor light is not for you. But think about the person who hasn't done any LED. Think about that person who doesn't have a lot of money to spend. This is a very economical light, and it does more stuff than the Revo 3 did. It's got the strobes on it. It's a different look. And then also think about the audience that loves that light. There are people who still use Revo 3s, Revo Bursts, all kinds of Revo products, including myself. I use the Jellyfish every weekend. People are mesmerized by it. They think it's cool because they don't see it every weekend. See, it's all about perspective, folks. It's not always about what you think. Sometimes it's about what your audience thinks, or maybe another DJ thinks. So just because it's not for you doesn't mean it's a bad thing. There are plenty of other products out there for you. Tons of cool new stuff. We just did a great new Micro Galaxian with a blue-violet laser that looked really cool. I like it. People just love this light. It's under 200 bucks. Maybe that's another option for somebody. And it's exactly that, just another option. There are a lot of Micro Galaxian lights, and you have a choice. Well, it's the same thing with these LED dot effects. You've got a choice. If you don't want to choose it, that's cool. It's a bit like if you like Corvettes and you're hating on Chevrolet for building something that's an economical 4-cylinder car. Not everybody can afford a Corvette, okay? Maybe you can, but not everyone can. And yeah, Chevrolet's built a lot of 4-cylinder economical cars. Why are they building another one for 2011? This is ridiculous. Maybe somebody hasn't bought a new car in 20 years. And they're going to be very happy with this car. It's economical, it's affordable, and it's going to get them back and forth to work. But why would you hate on that car? Just because it wasn't for you. Just something to think about. I mean, just because it's not for you doesn't mean it's not for anybody, and you don't need to destroy it and hate on it. You know, I talked to a few people today at the Midwest DJs Live event who were excited about buying this light as a centerpiece. And you know what? They're not going to spend a lot of money. They're going to get something brand new and fresh, and their audience is going to love it. So think about it. Practice and enjoy.